Hi, I'm Cameron. I don't just read comics, I love them. Welcome back to another episode of Cameron Reads Comics. On today's episode, I'm talking about One World Under Doom by Ryan North and RB Silva. Let's get into it. Okay, so this event is captured in issues number 1 through 9 of One World Under Doom. It's its own mini-series, maxi series, whatever you want to call it, 9-issue series. Really, it's an event book. For context, this book starts at the end of Blood Hunt, in which Dr. Doom becomes Sorcerer Supreme of the Marvel Universe. And so he decides that he's going to save it. Now, this kind of translates into the writer himself, Ryan North, who I adore. I think that he has such a unique perspective in storytelling and specifically plot. He has no shortage on character, but like the way that he can lay out plot and story points and exposition is just like incredible, because everything is justified. Like every single inciting incident and event and then sequence of events coming afterwards is so meticulously thought out. I'm just like in awe every single time he does it, because he's so thoughtful. And everything, for our comic book, it's really weird to say that everything he does is so feasible from a narrative perspective. And so it's just it's a thoughtful story, which I always appreciate. I don't like it when they just cram exposition in. I like it when everything makes sense that's happening. And for this one, like, for a book about a freaking dictator becoming a sorcerer and he has a Man in the Iron Mask vibe and blah, blah, he just does an incredible job. For the story itself, Dr. Doom becomes Sorcerer Supreme, and then he vows that he's going to make a better world than the Avengers or the Marvel heroes ever could. Obviously, the heroes and him have a very apprehensive relationship. Specifically, a big light is shown on the Fantastic Four in this series. It's a lot of Mr. Fantastic versus Doom kind of chess game vibe going on. That's typical to be expected, but the crux of the story is Doom starts implementing policies that are better and actually fix the world. And the heroes come to this point where, how can we fight this force that is doing a better job at our job than we are? Or we could. It's a great event because of those reasons. Doom is coming in and he's doing a good job. How do the heroes fight that? How do the heroes convince the world that this is not how it should be going when it is better for everyone, what Doom is doing? And he's doing it to the point of getting the UN to approve what his choice is. The president has his support. The news outlets are supporting Doom and they think he's changed. The story is really about that. What can we throw at him? So the heroes go after him, and guess what? Because Doom knows how magic works, he freaking wins. He beats the heroes. They send the Celestials after him. He freaking wins again. Then the supervillains all team up. He wins. All the odds are in his favor. How Ryan North comes up with a resolution to the downfall of Doom is incredible. I gave a little bit of spoilers, but all of those big set piece event moments are not better than all of the character moments that are happening that I won't spoil for you at all. And that's just major props to Ryan North for that. I'm so much more of the mindset now that the big set pieces of any given event book don't matter. When you've been reading comics long enough, or you're reading all these event books, the set pieces don't matter if there's nothing behind it. There's no actual narrative being told. And in this one, there is. So major props to Ryan North. I had so much faith in this event going into it because I love how he writes. Go read his Squirrel Girl, his most underrated Marvel book of all time, Squirrel Girl by Ryan North. So now let's go into the art. RB Silva is a great freaking choice for this book, and he's an artist that's been on my radar for a while now. He actually recently got on my radar because of his body of work within the last couple years. I think he is a Marvel artist who is absolutely crushing, who should be getting way more work. Something like this, like an event book, so I'm so glad he got it. He came onto my radar because of his work on House of X Powers of 10 with Jonathan Hickman previously, where he did, I believe, the Powers of 10 arc. It was RB Silva and it was Pepe Larraz. So those are two artists that I just have a special place in my heart because I think they absolutely crush. RB Silva went on that, and I believe he did a little bit of time in the Fantastic Four book with Dan Slott, so nothing but love for him. I just love him doing these characters. I think he's a great artist. And managing all of these kinds of things in this book are incredible. So I just thought, and he was the artist the whole time, you know, he never missed a deadline. So major props to him for that. Not an easy feat, especially you hear at panels at Comic-Cons or interviews that like the artists don't love getting the event books because they have to draw out all the characters and that's so complicated, and how do you format a scene that way, and et cetera, et cetera. Like, composition for an event book really isn't awesome, so he did an incredible job here. And especially, there's an issue where Reed and Doom are on a news show, kind of debating one another. And while some people probably didn't like that issue, because they could say it's kind of slow, I freaking loved it. So it was incredible. The power of an artist to not only be able to do the massive set pieces, but then also do an issue like that just really speaks to their brilliance and creativity and power and ability as an artist. So incredible job, RB Silva. How did I actually even feel about this book? I really freaking loved it. A couple other things that I loved about this story are Ryan North's ability to tie in his other characters. Like in issue 1 when all the superheroes are huddling up, you know, and a writer or artist can select who they want to use in that scene, and it's really difficult to use like your A-list characters, but there's Brain Drain and there is Dorian Green, Squirrel Girl, and I'm just like, and they have like dialogue in multiple issues with this run, and I'm just like, thank you. I love that you love like Brain Drain is literally just a floating helmet. Like a floating brain. And I'm like, what? Yeah, you're here. Good. Come hang, dude. You're still around? Great. I love it. So I love that is a thing. And I also love the emphasis. Like, I think the story really does justice to Doom and Valeria's relationship. Dr. Doom is Valeria Richards' godfather because Reed wasn't there to give birth when she was born. I believe this is in the John Byrne run that I haven't read, but that whole system. Thus, though, through events like Secret Wars, Hickman's run, I'm pretty sure in Mark Waid, Mike Ringo's run on Fantastic Four, and definitely Dan Slott's run, it is like Doom and Valeria. Doom just loves Valeria, okay? And this story really leans into like Valeria and Doom's relationship in a perfect, absolutely perfect way. Specifically, I'm talking about in the final issue. Like, that is the stuff, like Valeria and Doom's relationship is the stuff that will move mountains for me in this story narratively, and then he does it through the plot, and I just absolutely love it. It's justified, it's perfect. I just think that it's what I wanted. And really, I think generally this event is what I wanted it to be. So I'm really grateful to Ryan North for writing such a great book. RB Silva crushed the art. I think when it comes to an event book, this didn't get the glory it should have. I think Ryan North is such a gem of a writer who gives the fans more than they deserve. I think he's great, and I'm so glad that he got this event specifically too, because he wrote a book called How to Take Over the World. He lists in that book feasible reasons and ways to take over the world, how much money it's going to cost and how to do it, and then you see so much of that kind of thought process implemented in this story. So I love it. He's great. It's all great. For my rating, I'm going to give this book an 8.7. I thought it was...
Countries iffy. That's your second question. I'm not a big fan, but it won't kill me. It's awesome. I don't know if you can hear him. Hopefully you were able to. Oh yeah, I just. Oh, that one's recycled. Cans.
Random question. Does the local side fall under anything? Or
No.
is that staying?
Good question. No, locals people don't have any money.
Okay. So that's not like paper, like the napkin.
Good question.
Yeah, no, that's for, this
It's not like cardboard, paper, and
yeah,
paper.
recyclable paper or.
The value is in supporting,
Okay.
value that you're getting is in supporting a local artist.
I mean, it's cheesy, but that's true. People like to support.
Come on, Fernando.
Really good. I think it's a great event. I don't know if it's going to live forever, but I hope that it finds its life again in trade because it's awesome. My name's Cameron. I just read comics. I love them. See you guys next time.